Whoa, that's power, I tell you. Call the Village of Ashwaubenon Public Works and Protection Committee meeting to order of Tuesday, November 5th, 2019. Roll call, please.
Kim Bukowski.
Here.
Josh Kornhost.
Here.
Joanne Euclid. Here. Ann Williams and Mel Cheska are excused.
Pledge of allegiance, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And I know Mary likes to mention all of our members of the armed forces serving around the world, so we think of them again tonight. All right. Any changes to the agenda, or additions or deletions? No? If we'll introduce, or we'll accept the motion to approve.
I move to approve the agenda for tonight.
Second.
Moved and second to approve tonight's agenda. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Any comments from the public?
Oh, minutes.
What, did I miss something? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Action on the minutes of the Public Works and Protection Committee special meeting of October 22nd, 2019.
Move to approve.
Second.
Moved and seconded to approve those minutes. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Okay, now, comments from the public. Is there anyone out there who wants to say anything that's not on, regarding anything that's not on the agenda? No? Okay. We'll move on. Action items. Action on Class B beer, Class C wine license for, is that Dina
Dina
Duarte Reyes, doing business as El Bistro Taco. So, Mr. Clerk,
Well,
Treasurer.
thank you, Mr. Chairman
you
and
bet.
committee members. What's before you this evening is a request by El Bistro Taco. They will be located at the former Greek Boys Gyros location at 2259 South Oneida. The officers of the restaurant, Dina Duarte Reyes and Andres Maldonado, are available if you have any questions for them. But from the perspective of the Office of the Clerk Treasurer, all applicable licensing and fee requirements have been met thus far.
So this is going to be, is it be a Mexican food restaurant? Is that
Correct.
what it's looking for? Or looking as?
All from scratch.
From scratch, yeah, it's going to have to be. And it's just beer and wine?
Yep.
Okay. Any questions?
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Motion second to approve the request for the Class B beer, Class C wine license for Dina Duarte Reyes, doing business as El Bistro Taco. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you,
Good luck
folks.
to you.
Good luck.
Is that it? Wait a minute, we have
we
another
got one
ordinance
more.
here. We have an ordinance. We have a big item here. Let me get down there though first. Hang on. Boy, there's a lot of paperwork on these liquor licenses. Okay. We have a ordinance 011-2-19 regarding special event or Packer game day parking. Any, Tony, you want to address this, or Allison, or somebody? Please?
Yes, sorry, I was waiting for the thing to click on. I can take it, or start with it. So we were asked back in spring to look at the no parking day of Lambeau event signs that were parked throughout the village, and because there was created confusion about what constituted a Lambeau event, whether it was the Big and Rich concert this summer, which it did not apply to, versus Packer games or a Cellcom or something like that. So we went through at the time, we cleaned up all of our parking and tried to reduce down the area as much as possible, and we thought we could just go with temporary no parking signs, and that we underestimated how much time it was going to take. So taking more time than we anticipated, but the bigger problem was people were stealing the signs. We essentially would take a bolt and use the same post we were using before, but person could come there with a ratchet, and if we went to a locking bolt, essentially you would wreck the sign each time and all that kind of stuff, and we were kind of trying to reuse the old signs. We just had cut them in half and put a new placard over the front. So then we would literally get calls during the Packer game saying, hey, somebody stole 5 signs and we need to go back through and put them back up because people are trying to park there. So we're going back to 20 years ago or whatever it was, 10 years ago, and saying, let's go back to no parking day of Packer game. We think everybody on the planet knows what a Packer game is, and that is not confusing. And then when we need to do it for special events, which are very limited, the Badger game next year will be one. If they do a large concert, sometimes it applies, sometimes it doesn't. So we'll just do temporary police signage when we need to for those. But we think this is clear for at least the 10, 12 games that we need to do
Okay.
that for.
You'll have the Wisconsin Notre Dame game next September, so, okay. Any questions?
Is this road that we're putting these signs up, is it to keep it open for emergency vehicles?
In some locations it is, like if you take Stadium Drive, if there's parking on both sides of that, given the number of people walking down and the number of cars, it, for emergency purposes, it's extremely difficult to get vehicles through there. But then if you look at Mike McCarthy Way, it's one-way traffic on that road post-game just to fill up as many cars as you can and get them out. So that's why it's no parking over there. So each road's a little different, but
So how will the village pay for the signs?
we'll take it out, like basically our supply budget. Somebody's budget's going to be over. It's not, except, I think it's a few $1,000s. It's
Okay.
it's not 10,000. And luckily we didn't really invest a ton in the old signs, so.
We going to donate some of the bank's money?
No,
No.
I don't,
Oh, okay.
I don't,
All right.
I don't write the checks.
Just checking.
If you wanted to be a sponsor, I'm sure we could put a little logo on the bottom.
but That
Well,
be
Mary
very
did
concerning.
get someone to help with the flags, so that was great, yeah,
It is.
okay. All right, motion?
I'll move to approve the action on the ordinance 011-2-19 special event or Packer Day, game day parking.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve ordinance 011-2-19. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Move and second to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.